Hello everyone, my name is Akereli Oluwashubu. I'm your Microsoft Excel trainer. Today I'm going to teach you how to use cell reference in Excel, how to use cell reference in your formula in Excel. In Microsoft Excel, we have three types of cell reference in Excel. We have the relative, the absolute, and the mixed cell reference. So what do you understand by relative cell reference? Relative cell reference are the cell reference that move with the formula. Relative cell reference are the cell reference that move with the formula. When the formula is moving, the cell address also moves along with the formula. So by default, Microsoft Excel use relative cell reference. By default, Microsoft Excel use relative cell reference. That is why you can copy them or auto-fill formulas in Excel because of the relative cell reference. An example of relative cell reference are your normal cell reference like your A1, your B1, your C1. These are your usual relative cell reference. Let's look at the absolute. Absolute cell reference are constant cell reference. They are constant cell reference. These are the cell reference that don't move with the formula. When the formula is moving, they remain constant. We call it absolute cell reference. And how do you make your cell reference to be absolute in Excel? You add your dollar sign by pressing your function F4. So if I'm turning this on to absolute now, this is A1, it will be like this: dollar sign A, dollar sign 1. This make it to absolute. So when you have a dollar sign with your cell address, it's called absolute. That means constant column A and constant row 1. So that's what it means. It means absolute cell reference. So it becomes absolute. When you hear the word lock in Excel, it means change from relative to what? Absolute. That's what it means. Change from relative to absolute. So when you look at the mixed cell reference, let's look at the mixed cell reference. Mixed cell reference is the combination of both the relative and the absolute. Mixed cell reference is the combination of both relative and the absolute. It's the combination of both relative and the absolute cell reference. Under the mixed cell reference, we have the row reference. We have two types. We have the row reference. We also have the column reference. So row reference means you are only locking the row. So that means you are making the row absolute. When you have something like this, A dollar sign 1, you can see it's only the row number that is carrying the dollar sign. And how do you lock the row alone? You press your function F4 twice. You are going to press your function F4 twice to lock the row. For the column reference, it means you are only locking the column. You have something like this: dollar sign A1. You can see it's only the column A that is carrying the dollar sign. That means you are locking the column. So how do you lock the column alone? You press your function F4 3 times. You press your function F4 twice to lock the column alone. So let's put it in practical now and see what I've explained since. If you look at this example of extract from payroll, where I have my gross salary from 500,000 naira to 200,000 naira. So let's see how it works in this example. So we want to find the way they structure the salaries. Basic salary is 50%, housing is 20%, your transport is 10%, and the health is 20%. So we want to find all the percentage of this gross salary. So normally, let's see how the relative, absolute, and the mixed cell reference work in our formula. So for example, now I want to find 50% of each of these gross salary, and I type my equal symbol. I click on the 50% and I multiply Shift 8 to bring up my scaling symbol. So and I click on the 500,000 naira and I press enter. So that means giving me the first answer, which is 23,000 naira. That means 50% of 500,000 naira. You know, in Excel, after you have done the first one, you want to copy down your formula for the rest. If I place my cursor on the autofill handle edge and I double click, you can see what I'm getting. I'm not getting the answer for the rest of the basic salary. So this is what happened. So if you double click on the first one and see what happened, Excel use cell B2 against cell C4. Press enter. When the formula moves to the next cell, the cell address also moves. So you can see now it has left 50% and it's paying basic salary on D3 multiplied by what? By C5. If you press enter again, I ask Excel to find me 50% of 300,000 naira. You can see what happened. It's giving me 75 billion because it's multiplying 50,000 against 300,000 naira. So you can see relative cell reference are the cell reference that moves with the formula. So in this example, we cannot use relative cell reference because as we are dragging down your formula, your cell address also moves along the formula. But all you want Excel to do for you is to multiply 50% with all the gross salary. That means you are making the 50% constant. So in this example, we are going to use our absolute cell reference. So when you are doing this, you are going to make the 50% constant. So all you need to do is to tap your equal symbol and you click on the 50%. When you click on the 50%, you lock the 50%. When you hear the word lock, it means change to what? Absolute cell reference. So you press your function F4. When you press your function F4, you'll see the dollar sign as I explained earlier. You can see dollar sign D, dollar sign 2. That means I'm blocking the column D and row 2. So multiply shift 8 and you click on the 500,000. You press enter. So let's go and copy down the formula and see what will happen. So if you double click on your autofill handle edge, you can see it have copied down the formula for the rest. Let's see what happens if I double click on the 25,000 naira. You can see as the formula is moving downward, 50% is constant, it's not moving. When I go to the third cell and I double click on the 150,000 naira, you can see it's usually 50% for all the gross salary. That is what we call absolute cell reference in Excel. So right now, let's look at the new cell reference. So I want to situation that if I can copy down my formula, I also want to copy to the right hand side of my formula. If I copy right hand side now, I'm not getting the correct value. Let's go and check. If I look at the house and I don't click on the 155,000 naira, you can see it's not using 20% for the housing and 500,000 naira because of the absolute cell reference we use initially. You can see it's using the 50%. So if you want to copy down your formula and you also want to copy to the right hand side, you are going to use your mean cell reference. So in this example, because I want to do everything at once, I'm going to select all the cells where I want the formula to appear. So before you use this mean cell reference, so look at where you type the percentage. Look at where you type the percentage. So you can see I type my percentage under row 2. You can see they are under the row 2, D2, E2, F2, G2. That means I'm going to lock that row 2. So when I'm doing my formula, I must make row 2 constant. Look at where you have the basic salary, your gross salary. You can see it's under the column C. So if I'm doing this, I'm going to make the column C also constant. So all I need to do here is to select all the cells where I want the formula to appear, and I type my equal symbol. I click on the 50%. Because I'm locking the row, I'll press the F4 twice. 1, 2. You can see it's the row number that is carrying the dollar sign. I will multiply shift 8 and I click on the 500,000 naira. Because I'm locking the column C, I'll press the F4 3 times. 1, 2, 3. You can see it's only the column C that is carrying the dollar sign, and I'll press my Ctrl Enter. It will complete all the formula for me. If I cross check now, you can see it's using the 20%, 500,000. Thank you for watching my video. My name is Akerele Oluwashoku. So that's how to use cell reference in Excel.